I'm Anh Tran. Currently, I'm the Manager of Community Relations and Volunteer Engagement at CFY, a national nonprofit here in Los Angeles. And I participated in the Emerging Leaders Program with LEAP in 2009. So at that time, I was a staff member at a nonprofit in the Asian American community out in Washington, D.C. I was working for an organization called NAVASA. And through that, my executive director recommended that I participate in the Emerging Leaders Program. So before I participated in the Emerging Leaders Program, I knew that I wanted to develop professionally, but I really didn't know how. So it's a combination of communication skills, leadership skills. I think at the end of it was, I found really beneficial was the training was tailored towards Asian Americans and specific values that I had that were different from other types of leadership training. One of the LEAP's mottos is to keep your values but learn new skills, and I think just definitely for me, being better able to integrate those two realms and picking up new skills, especially skills in the workplace that I was not always comfortable speaking up in certain meetings, and seeing that affect my personal life in different ways. Professionally, I've grown to the point where now I'm no longer in an internal position, I'm in an external position where I'm doing a lot of relationship building and partnership development. And that's the line of work that I'm more comfortable with. At the same time, since my participation through the Emerging Leaders Program, I've been able to give back to LEAP by now serving on the board of directors. I think it exceeded expectations. I was surprised by the value of not just the training itself, but beyond that, the coaching piece, where there are certain issues that were recurring in my leadership growth that I didn't quite notice it. And it must have been, 3 years now where I feel like I finally addressed the root of the issue. But even back then, 3 years ago, I was still in denial that things, even though there were certain patterns, it took a while for me to recognize that these issues in my professional life were also affecting my personal life. And now recognizing that LEAP the Emerging Leaders Program has a lot of growth. And I would say that I found a lot of value in, I think not specifically for my organization because I am no longer with that organization, but I think long term as a sector and also contributing, serving on different nonprofit boards, finding different ways to better serve my community using my strengths. So I think it's not just immediate benefit to the immediate workplace, but seeing value beyond that. So I think one thing I want to highlight is the importance of professional growth, such as the Emerging Leaders Program, to allow people to pave that path.